Hey there, Jed Copernicus here from jedcopernicus.com, and welcome to Talk Therapy. Talk Therapy is a tool that I use to get to know myself, get past my analytical mind, and hopefully inspire others. Well, and really inspire others to give this a shot. Like, hit record, start talking. It's a very good way to just unload, right? And some people think, well, no way, I better not record that. It adds another level of complexity to the brain, right? Which is fine. Which is really, really, actually, it's more than fine. It's better than fine. It's just gives yourself the opportunity to let it all out without really worrying. Like, I share mine to the world, right? Like, whatever world wants to see this, but you don't have to. A person does not have to share this with anybody. You can just do it and feel a lot better and be good with that. That I share it out because maybe somebody will give it a shot, But recorded some WOD videos, some workouts of the day, right? Did 241 last night, 242 this morning. It's awesome. Back at it. It's feeling good. Woke up early this morning, cranked out a video and the full WOD, doing another WOD tonight with the Cobra Nation at 5 p.m. Central Time. It's a lot of fun, I mean, I forget how much fun it actually is making the WOD videos, just because, like, it's creating legacy. Like, all of this stuff's out there for free. All somebody's got to do is just follow it. But the funny part about free is there's no real accountability to free, because nobody's holding you. You're not even holding yourself accountable sometimes. Actually, most of the time. So when a person pays for it, like, I have paid my dues in time, in money, in service, because I've been doing this for 10 years, right? I mean, more than that, because I started, in college, like my freshman year even. But as far as, like, actually studying and trying to understand the body and how it works and how it moves and, all that fun stuff, 10 years for sure, probably closer to 12 to 14, 15 years in the making. And that's, that's where I've paid my time, my money, my attention, my service. We all have to do that. We all have to pay some time, because if you just look at it for free, right? It's not going to happen. Nobody's holding you accountable. Oh, this is funny. If you're actually seeing this on video, this little thing right here, this was a little camera that I bought. This is the ADHD talking. That was an HD cam or whatever for the rear view mirror, and I figured that would be good for the talk therapy type sessions, but it's actually a real pain in the butt. It's not really good. The video sucks, the audio is not great, but anyway, sidebar. So, back on track of what is paying dues, right? Even $1, right? Like, even just paying $1, which in your mind probably is like, well, it's not even worth it. Like, why pay $1? So why even do it? Then find a number that's worth it, right? Like, if $15 is worth a lot of money, then pay that. If $50 makes you more motivated, then pay that, right? Money is everywhere. You just got to work for it. But when you actually understand that you hold yourself accountable, and if money holds you accountable, then you're going to have to pay money. If time holds you accountable, then you're going to have to pay time, meaning, like, you're going to have to take the time to do whatever it is that you want to do. Now that's a little bit of cloud, so let's apply it to dirt. Let's apply it to like the actual function of movement. So I create workouts of the day so they're efficient. You'll get strong. You'll have no excuse not to do it, except for the bullshit that you tell yourself, right? Like, that'll happen. But that's really what it comes down to, is it's in your own head. So that's why I create those workouts. So then to keep yourself accountable, you pay, right? Like, I'm not saying, I mean, you could even, right? This would be a good one. You could even take money itself and pay yourself. Put $5 in a jar every time you do a WOD, right? Every time you do a workout of the day, put $5 in a jar. You don't have to pay me, pay yourself. Like, that's really big. That's, for every person who follows what I do, I want you to be better than me. I do. I want you to do better than me. Like, if you actually do it and start teaching other people, hey, come over here, let's do these WODs once, twice a week. Let's just, we'll just follow Jet's WODs. Done, right? Like, you're changing and you're helping other people change and they're helping other people change. Like, that's how it works. There's no question about that. And that's legacy. Like, I hope that after I'm dead, right, at my funeral, people come there and go, wow, the dude really gave a crap. The guy really tried to change the world. Am I crazy enough to think that I can change the entire world? Yeah. But it starts with one person. And I completely understand that. And anything past that is a win. And that one person starts with me. That's how it works. There's not much more to change. Start with yourself. And then you can lead by example. You wouldn't take dental advice from a dentist with bad teeth, would you? No. So the other part is eating, right? I just posted yesterday, as an exercise physiologist, what I can recommend as far as non-medical nutrition information. Check it out. I mean, really, everything's there. Everything that I would give a client of mine is on that post. And eating is its own thing, right? Like, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian. I have just conditioned myself to look at food in a very different way. And to look at food from a lens of, oh, this tastes so good, yum, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I do every now and again, right? Like pizza, cake, and ice cream. Those three things. If I find some awesome tasting pizza, I'm gonna probably enjoy the heck out of it. An awesome tasting cake, same thing. And ice cream always tastes good. So, like, those three things. But I don't have it that often. And then on top of that, I ask myself every day, have I had enough vegetables today? Right? Have I had one vegetable today? And if I haven't, man, that means I need to go get at least 3, because that's just what you do, right? Like, you're not gonna have one vegetable, I'm gonna have 3 servings. And then I always have fruit, because fruit's sugary. Fruit has taste to it. Some of those vegetables don't, but I eat the vegetables for the nutrients. I look at vegetables as like a vitamin, right? And I think that's really what it comes down to, is conditioning yourself to understand why or how you look at food. How do you look at food? I look at food as a necessity. I mean, look, if I could take a pill and be full or whatever, and didn't have to worry about food, I would all day. Just for the sheer fact of like having to touch food and prep food and do all that, like I have no interest in that. Like I barely, like raw meat, ugh. Like I'll touch oil, I'll go into the garage and I'll get my hands dirty, bugs, right? Like spider webs, whatever. Like I'll touch all of that, but raw food, ick. And I don't know why, right? I have no idea why. And I love that I don't know why, but raw food and texture, ugh. Like I'll eat it, don't get me wrong, but like I gotta wash my hands right away. And I know I'm weird and I'm good with that, but I don't know. Food is just something for me that I don't go nuts over anymore. I don't always have to have something around for food. Like I understand we gotta eat to survive and all of that, but if you're consumed by food and you're always like thinking, when's my next meal? Should I eat this? I'm craving this. And it's like, maybe go and get a nutrient test done, right? Like, are you deficient in some nutrients? Because that has a lot to do with your neurotransmitters in your gut. Because then it tells your brain that you're craving whatever it is that you're craving, probably carbs. But go get a nutrient test done, right? Are you deficient in any nutrients? And find the ways through a dietitian or nutritionist, and if you're really savvy, Google, but geez, I'm just saying, like, there are so many crappy sources out there that you don't even want to go to those sources. But go get your nutrient test done. If there are deficiencies, go to an expert, right? Get those deficiencies taken care of. But for me, I always, somebody goes, okay, I'm going to exercise more, and I'm going to eat less, I'm going to change the way I eat, and then I'm not going to eat this and not eat that. No, that's not a sustainable amount of change. When I first start working with somebody, I don't have them change much. Movement is the easiest thing to change, and you can slowly change that. And then once you get this, right, your mind starts to wrap around that, I'm not losing any weight, I'm gaining weight after about 3 or 4 weeks of hanging with this guy Jed. Why? Then I start to talk about food, because typically you eat more when you first start working out, because you're like, oh yeah, I worked out today, I can eat more. Not good, right? But that's just our habit. Oh yeah, I deserve this, I can have this little extra helping, I can have some cake, I can go to the break room and have treats or whatever, because I've been working out and I deserve it. Which, yes, you do. But if your goals, if your mind is not aligned with what your intentions are, it's not gonna happen. And cutting stuff like that, that's not good either. So it all just takes practice. This is just a way for me to get out there, right? This tool itself, talk therapy, it's fun stuff. Why don't you give it a shot? So, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.